Hey guys, back here with another video. So I have a problem here on the old bird. What this is a 436 cubic inch small block Chevy with a single 78mm turbo, and I just recently had to upgrade the fuel system on this thing. I was running factory lines with a Most Plus 280 liter per hour. It was fine, naturally aspirated. It made right around 690 horsepower to the crank, and what was happening in high gear, this thing was laying over. So I went ahead, upgraded the fuel system. I just have this chalked up to be able to show what I have going on. I could see my fuel coming up through the air bleeds and everything, which is an indicator of too high a fuel pressure. So let's get to this fuel system. I'll show you what I have. Alright, so in the back I have a 15-gallon fuel cell, and what I just put on here was a MagnaFuel 500 and my filter, and I have my fuel pump. It has a return which comes back up here to the tank. So let's go up here to the front. Here's a little bit of the inside of the car. So on the front, I went ahead with the MagnaFuel regulator, and this regulator is the 9633. It's a 2-port. So I have a feed of 25 to 30 psi, and coming out of the regulator, it is supposed to be set from 3 to 12 psi on this thing. So counterclockwise, raising the set screw up will decrease the fuel pressure, and screwing this in clockwise should raise the pressure. What I have is a 10 AN in and an 8 AN out. I just have in here to the jug, because what I had an issue was when I hooked it up to my carburetor, everything is coming out. It's just flowing out, and I cannot get this thing to regulate. I don't know if it's a regulator's bad. It's a brand new regulator. So I'll show you what I have. It's showing 7 psi, but it's dumping a ton of fuel in here. So let's take a look at this. Alright, so I'm showing right at 7, but it is flowing like crazy. It's coming out. It'll fill this jug up in a matter of no time. And I know that's not right, but no matter what I do, it does not regulate down at all or up. It's showing 7 psi. I'm not getting anywhere. It's got me scratching my head. Look at this. This thing's already halfway full. So give me some input on what you guys think's going on here. I'm scratching my head here. This thing's been a headache. I'll show you the regulator that I just took off. It was doing the exact same thing. Alright, so here's what I had on here. Again, the same thing. I ran 4 or 5 different gauges. This isn't the gauge. I just screwed this back in here just so it was on there. But it was doing the same thing. I could get it to regulate and stop the flow, at least on this one. But it wasn't reading right on the gauge. So that's when I went ahead and bought a new MagnaFuel regulator. That way the pump and the regulator matched. But that's what I'm dealing with right now. Give me some input, give me some help. I'm scratching my head. I really want to get this thing done and out of my hair, out of the way. So let me know what you guys think. This a little bit about this engine. Again, it's a 436 cubic inch. Wiseco pistons. It's a 4165 bore. It's a K1 block, K1 rods. It has AFR 220 heads, Super Victor 2 intake, and a Holley, brand new Holley 850 blow through. So what I think I have going on is where it regulates out of the pump, which it's hard to see, I don't have this thing up in the air, but where it regulates out of the pump, I think it needs adjusted down. I think they're anywhere from 25 to 35 psi, but I still shouldn't be getting that much fuel, and that regulator not regulating down at all. That's what I'm dealing with.